Hey, doing your Hoops Nation? Kurt Forsyth here with Quash Hassan of Rock Nation. Um, New season,
Week one.
always a good thing. Unfortunately, returning champions are not in the league this season. Kind of disbanded, took some time off, so there will be a new champion crowned this season. Uh, let's just get right to it, right? First game, Quiet Storm versus Rock Nation. Kind of two elderly teams, we'll say, been in the league for quite some time. Pretty good game.
It was. Well, Rock Nation was missing their star. So
Who's their star?
that would be me.
Okay.
So, without me in the game, the 6'7" sergeant had a field day.
Okay. I mean, it was a pretty good game.
It
In the
was.
beginning.
They fell apart down the stretch. They didn't have subs to put in, and they.
Well, I felt like defensive too. On the defensive end, there was a couple of instances where, you guys were kind of running back on defense, and people were kind of looking around.
Yeah, they stopped chasing the ball, and there was a stretch
happened.
where that guy that 3 foot tall guy just hit a bevy of shots that he shouldn't.
Yeah,
have.
Malcolm. He had, I think he had about 10 points straight at one time.
That was rough.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Yeah. But I mean, you guys did go on a little run of yourself. I mean, I think there was one time it went from like 15 down to 6 or 8, but you just couldn't close it out.
It's a tough loss.
Well, it's first game of the season.
First game. That's why I opted to sit and rest the ankle instead.
Okay, I mean, you did have some new pieces as well that, a little gelling that needs to happen there. But like I said, Rock Nation last season always had close games, always came down to like last-minute possessions. So we'll see what happens. Second game, Vivid Solar returning to the league against Monstars.
The Bruisers.
This was I was surprised by this game, I must say, because in the past,
I was shocked.
this has always been a close game, regardless of who's on what team or like what the story is. But tonight, I mean, Monstars kind of got out, and that was pretty much it. I think Nick got hot.
Vivint Solar didn't have good guard play, and that hurt them a lot. So, they couldn't even get the ball up the court at one point. I was shocked because you saw all that size. You saw they picked up Hendershot, and you just expected a whole lot more. So
Right. Well, I mean, they do look different from the team that they had about 2 seasons ago. Where I think they were a little more aligned. They had some big guys that could run. They had some guards. They had some big guys. They had some little guys. Today they kind of looked a little flat too.
Yeah, I was surprised, man.
Yeah.
I was expecting a lot from them. They looked bad trying to get the ball up the court. But Wayne Gravesstand, he had a good game.
He did have a good game. There were some instances where people were saying he should have done a few things a little bit differently, but I think overall he had a very good game. Maybe one of his better games statistically speaking.
Yeah.
So.
And then there was the highlight.
Yes, there was the highlight. Why don't you give us a replay of what you saw?
Well, I mean, there wasn't a lot to cheer about from Vivint Solar, but the rivalry between Wayne Gravesstand and Chris Hendershot hit it.
Long-standing feud.
The long-standing feud. It definitely hit the boiling point when Hendershot managed to serve up a facial on Wayne, and then he turned and kind of gave a little breast wiggle and let him know about it.
That was very amusing.
Wayne got the win, so that's ultimately what matters. Wins, losses.
Okay. So we'll see how these teams do next week. We should also be adding 2 more teams to the fray. OMG should be making a return. So they've been gone maybe 3 or 4 seasons.
Okay.
And Spencer Sobel is bringing the team back.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So
how do you like your team? I mean,
we are doing very well. We have some new pieces. We're a little bit of gelling that needs to go on, but tonight I was pleased with what we saw. Moving the ball around, deep shots, little post play. We need to hustle a little bit more, but we'll see how that works out.
Okay.
But anyway, you guys come out, see what happens next week. 6 teams in action. Week 2. Let's get it.